has this pandemic affected your peace of mind and your certainty of what we take for granted as we did prior to the pandemic? Has the impact of COVID affected your livelihood, your income, your peace of mind, and your planning for the future? Well, in that case, listen on. Hi, I'm Terrence Kommal. Much has been said in terms of what we need to do and what we needed to do pre-pandemic, and we took a lot of that for granted. But in these now uncertain, volatile, and dynamic times, as you've seen in the media, they now talk about a fourth wave potentially affecting South Africa, is what can you do to change that in these uncertain times? How can you find some clarity, some planning, and some agility to be able to have more control of your life, your family, your income, and most importantly, your peace of mind? I had a conversation about this with a very near dear and friend yesterday who complained about his company now planning to close down, but in the intent to close in the next 3 months, they've set unrealistic targets for him. And he's desperate, and I can fully appreciate that, to make sure he reaches the target because it justifies his salary and income. And we had a very brief discussion around this, and I had suggested to him, firstly, stop being reliant on your employer or the organization for your income. If you are in a large corporate and you have security and peace of mind, great, enjoy it, because not everyone's cut out to be an entrepreneur. And if you're really good at what you do in your environment and creating substantial value, please do so. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you want to take some control of the agility, the freedom, as well as your income potential, then I suggest you start to explore opportunities that can help you at least understand what is out there, what can and can't be done, and look for an opportunity to do this in one place. And in this conversation yesterday that I had with my friend, it became very apparent that he was unaware, living in Durban, that the Intra-Africa Trade Fair starts today and goes on for the rest of the week. And I'm not sure how many of the non-business world friends and family watching this are aware that there is such an event taking place. In my understanding, it is potentially one of the largest business networking opportunities in the continent post-COVID, or at least during the stage in the pandemic. And I think what is important from that is that you're not going to go there to just browse around and see what's available, but go there with a clear understanding that you want to see what is available in the South African market, what's available through the continent, and from what I understand with some of the meetings and colleagues I'm meeting, from the Gulf community and the GCC. And that's important because once you have an appreciation of what opportunities exist, you can at least explore, can any one of those opportunities, can a single opportunity from the thousands of opportunities that you may see at these events and trade fairs taking place right now, is something you could potentially explore to do, either get involved in the service industry or product industry or a combination of both. And I think now's the time to do that. Beyond that, what's critically important is to meet a lot of like-minded people, industry leaders, everyday people, very much like you and I, so that you can appreciate what their needs and wants are, but also build at least some friendships, some colleagues, some networks, so that you can take the conversations forward, and at worst, exchange ideas. At best, explore opportunities together. And whilst you're there, go with an ability to keep in mind that you need to be agile. Pre-COVID, it was nice to have a job and look for your 40-year certificate and your gold watch or whatever else that comes with it in these long service awards. And again, I have nothing against that. It's just that you need to, in my mind, at this moment, have more control and more certainty of your future and that of your family and the near and dear ones. And in these events is where these networking opportunities can be found. Typically, you'd find complaints of, but I don't know what to do. I don't know where to find it. It's on your doorstep right now in South Africa. This is the largest opportunity that you have that's going on now, and there will be many more. But given the times, given the opportunity, I strongly suggest you attend these kind of events. And when you go away from there, not for a day or two, but go away with a sense of purpose, of what is possible and what the potential is. Because for you to have peace of mind and to secure your income in exploring these opportunities, you need to ask yourself, what could you find yourself doing for the next 5, 10, or 20 years that is meaningfully important, creates value for the people you serve, and importantly, in these uncertain times, in a selfish perspective, what can they do for you and your family to generate an income, to secure your your bond and mortgage payments, to secure your kids' school fees and your general livelihood and quality of life. So get out there at this point, explore these opportunities. And on a parting note, also please keep in mind that in these uncertain times, the only thing that is certain is the change. And to keep up with change, there are phenomenal opportunities for learning online. Explore what's available. Explore learning opportunities, as I continuously do, because you want to keep up on what these changes are. You want to keep up on upskilling as often as possible. Because even if you find an opportunity and don't have the skill set and cannot delegate it to someone, build the skills yourself. Learn about the opportunities. Learn about these industries, and you'll be amazed at what's possible if you remain focused and agile at the same time. Stay well and stay safe.